not on my own. Because I think one of the worst things is feeling that we're on our own in this, that we're the only ones who feel this way. Whereas actually, what's true for most people is not that. It's the inverse. It's the
Yeah.
chaos.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really challenging in our modern day culture is just how isolated we've become. It's like I think many of us kind of imagine the village, it takes a village, and we imagine like, yeah, maybe hundreds of years ago we lived in a village and the children were free to roam and play, and we kind of idealize that. But, it just seems like that we have to create that for ourselves. I think it is important that like you say, women's circles or um, just being around other mothers, grandmothers, building community around yourself, um, to have that extra support network, because it can feel really overwhelming if you are isolated and you're like, I don't know, I mean, I remember one time being so sick. I was a single mom the first time around. And so I had a terrible, terrible flu. I mean, I was, the worst kind you can imagine. And I could not, I was like, I can't, I
Mm.
need to be in bed and I've got this 2-year-old, like, I need somebody to come in and just take care of him so that I can just get through my illness. Any things like that where it's like we have to, so I guess, in some ways, maybe in the past when we were so maybe proud of our self-reliance and independence, you suddenly are thrust into realizing like, guess what? You're gonna have to learn how to ask for help, and kind of let go of the pride and, that staunch, independent, fierce woman maybe you used to be. And it's very humbling, and you do have to kind of, I guess, seep back into the wholeness of the community of or finding your way back into that to create that, because otherwise it is then the challenge becomes daunting.